Okay, Leo, this is your reading for January 2020. I'm doing a new spread, brand new, never done this one before. I think it's called the Progression Spread. I think I'm reading from masculine here, and I've literally just got through I really want to break your heart. The first part of the reading is about the past, basically what your past looked like, how you saw yourself in the past and what you've learned from the past. So let's just focus there. So in the past we have the Ten of Cups with the Four of Arrows. There was a happy relationship here in your past, Leo, probably even a marriage, one that you may have been in recovery from. I think you were pretty content in the situation. I don't think you felt you had to do anything to maintain this relationship. It was just very comfortable, but something's gone a little bit awry here. I think there's an element of overconfidence possibly. In terms of how you saw yourself, it was with the Magician, with the letter. I think you saw yourself as someone who was probably or possibly quite verbally brilliant. The Magician has the ability to keep everything under control. He has all the tools. It can be a little bit deceptive, and the only reason I say that is it's been clarified by the Six of Stones, which is exploitation. I feel that you may have been a little bit creative, shall we say, with the truth here. And this is how you're seeing yourself maybe now in retrospect. Can you hear what I'm saying? I think I'm not entirely sure what it is you've said, what it is you've done, but there's an element of creativity here, and with the Magician it can sort of suggest a little bit of shadiness here. There seems to be a lot of correspondence and communication either in your relationship. You may have actually been communicating with others. That's what I'm going to say. That is quite possible. And in terms of what you've learned, now I don't know if this is the person that you were in a relationship with or this is the other woman. That's the bottom line. You're going to know that. But it is the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands can often in a spread be seen as the other woman, and because I have a Queen of Cups down here in your present, and that is quite a possibility. But the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is someone who could have been sexually disloyal, or you could have been sexually disloyal to this person. This is usually quite an aggressive female, someone who's pretty angry, quite vindictive. And there's been an enormous amount of confusion here. You're not really on the same path at all. It's possible that you've underestimated this female, either the one you were in a marriage relationship with or someone else that you've involved in your marriage. That's quite possible with the mice here, because this is major deterioration with the mice card coming up. There's something corrupt about this. It's something that's crumbling away with a feminine here, and the feminine, this is the original woman, is it not? I think this is the original woman. There's two women cards in this deck. No, yeah, this is the original woman. There's just something's gone down here that you've now had to heal from, or she's had to heal from. But this is someone who you're currently not engaging, or was very much in your past, and it just crumbled. It literally just crumbled. You couldn't see eye to eye. She is or was utterly pissed off, disappointed, maybe cheated on you, either because of your behavior, or she just did, and you thought it was all good, and it wasn't. It wasn't all good at all. She could literally be a corrupt female. She is the antithesis of the heroine, which is someone who indulges in escapism and has a false sense of heroism. Let's just have another wee look at her so we get a bit clearer. Who is this Queen of Wands in reverse for my Leo? Who is the Queen of Wands in reverse for my Leo? Well, whoever it is, it's not someone you're in communication with now. This is someone obviously from your past. Either she is emotionally imbalanced, or, you know, your thoughts of her are putting you in an emotionally imbalanced state. But yeah, this has gone to pot, basically. I think you might quite like a resolution with this person, or vice versa. You'll know your story. But like I say, in the past, I think you had everything under control here. I think you had a fairly stable relationship, but there's something going on here. Either you're communicating with other women, and that's been a huge issue, or what you have been communicating to your partner has been a little bit creative, shall we say. Yeah, I don't think you've been able to see things. I think you thought you had it more in the bag than you did, Leo. Okay, presently we have the Star in reverse with the Anchor in reverse, so there's some real instability here. This is your present. This is kind of lost hope, lost dreams, probably thinking you can't mend this situation. I did get open my eyes, the world I love is dying, so it could be on a grander scale than just a romantic relationship that I'm reading for here. But this is someone who really feels quite disconnected from the collective, doesn't see a lot of hope in their situation, and is a little bit all at sea as to where they go from here. Yeah, there's not a lot of kindness, generosity. It feels a bit like a missed opportunity. As I say, I do think, Leo, you thought you had everything under control with the Magician. Magician thinks he has everything under control and has all the tools. But whoever it is you've been dealing with, either in your relationship or external to your relationship, you've not got their number at all. And now you're feeling quite hopeless in this situation. And next up is upcoming influences. So we have the Eight of Swords with the Bear. This is taking control of a situation with the bear here. This is all about power, control, leadership. You're almost leading yourself out of the Eight of Swords here, with it being in reverse. So you're very much healing from something that's caused you an enormous amount of mental conflict. You're no longer feeling stuck in a situation. I think you're dropping the responsibility of this, and you're trying to clear the decks for something brand new. That's what you're in the process of doing, or will be doing in the very near future. And how these actual influences will affect you, I think it's going to make you feel emotional with the Queen of Cups here. Emotional and trying to get a different perspective on certain issues in your life. This is about relinquishing something for the greater good. So there may be something, you know, a cherished belief or just a hope or a dream that you have to give up on with the Queen of Cups, but you're giving it up from a really healthy space, usually, you know, quite a compassionate, heartfelt space. There's something that's not quite over though, because I've got my Coffin card in reverse here. There's something you're not prepared to let go of, but at the same time you know that there's something that needs to be relinquished. So you might be in two minds here as to how to progress, but I do think you are going to be feeling pretty emotional. You might be feeling a little bit depressed, I'm not going to lie, Leo. The Queen of Cups is super emotional, and we have got the Hangman here, is one of my depression cards with the Coffin in reverse. So you might be feeling a little bit low, you might be feeling a little bit in your feels just now. Even though you are coming out your head, you're taking the lead in the situation, but it may just be that you're having to accept the fact that there is no hope in this situation. There's no stability. There's possibly just no way of getting this back on track depending on what's going down. And in your final outcome, I have the Nine of Wands and the Lilies in reverse. Now, I really shouldn't be reading my new Lenormand deck in reverse, because they don't actually do reversals, but I do everything in reversals. But anyway, this is kind of giving up. I really do feel that you're giving up here, but it's a challenge. It's still a challenge to move on from this. You're not putting in the effort that you were, assuming that you were. You're not prepared to navigate, you know, this situation and, you know, try and find a little window of opportunity. It almost feels too exhausting for you, Leo. And with the lilies in reverse, this feels like there's, I mean, it is love that you're feeling, but there's a certain amount of passion has gone out of this situation. I don't know how long it's been going on. You maybe don't feel as passionately driven to sort this situation. And you kind of feel a wee bit stuck with my Archer here in reverse. This is like your, this is your Chariot. So it honestly does feel that you're giving up on something here. You have kind of lost direction in the situation. You don't really have the drive. You don't really have the passion anymore for the challenge. So now it is just a case of dealing with the aftermath. Okay, advice, please, for Leo. I'm a little bit bored with my angels and ancestors. Forgive me. Let's have something else. Let's take some of these. Advice for Leo for January. What advice do you have for my Leos for January? Advice for Leo in January. Oh. Well, love is all around. It's kind of like remain hopeful, Leo. There will be something new coming on the scene. You just have to deal with the aftermath of this. Truth transcends illusion in reverse. Number 22. Let's have a look. This is your advice. The dragonfly. Did you really think the world of the senses is all there is? From the hidden mystical realms, signs are being sent to you, or perhaps you have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. Have you fallen into spiritual amnesia and forgotten your connection to a living, loving, always supporting universe? If so, rub the sleep out of your eyes, for Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of all the love and support available for you in every moment. There is an organizing principle underlying the events you have experienced, and Dragonfly Spirit can help you see it and trust that Spirit has your back. Let go of the illusion of chaos and randomness. Love is here, so follow the signs that appear serendipitously. As you pay attention to the magic all around, you will know you are on the right track. And you have got love is all around as well. Gosh, that's really nice. Just not to give up hope, Leo. I may feel a little bit hopeless right now. You may be feeling a bit exhausted and overburdened by this situation. But, you know, the skies are heavy just now. But there's something really positive here. Just hang on in there. Okay. Very short one, a new spread. I'm going to do it for a number of my signs and just see how it goes down. I just fancied a change. So please like, please subscribe. If you would like a personal, all my information is below. Information on my Reiki, and if you would like to make a donation to my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. That information is also below. I'll talk to you soon, Leo. Take care.